bad accident, and you can kind of tell her face is a little bit crooked, her eyes are a little bit funny. A couple of vets thought she should be put down, but her mama loved her, and decided to do some therapy, and it paid off. Gracie was in therapy for a year, but she doesn't hurt at all. She has some neurologic issues. So she had a skull fracture and she fractured disc in her back. So her face looks a little bit like a stroke victim, but she has a great life. She can eat just fine. She runs around just fine. She's got one of our volunteers, Lola, who loves her, and they ride together and they have a great time. She has trouble seeing on one side for sure, and the other side is kind of eh. So she is best friends with Jessie Jane, one of our other horses, and when they exercise together or ride together, Jessie stays between Gracie and the fence, and they just exercise together, which is really great. Gracie has fancy shoes, which you can see in one of our other videos. She also has some very specific supplements that help with the neurologic issues and help with muscles and things like that. So she has quite the feed regimen. And you know, that's where your donations really make a big difference, because for Gracie's quality of life, we make sure that she gets everything she needs. So from, you know, supplements that are vet evaluated, and shoes that come from, you know, board certified farrier, and then the people who take care of her and do things for her. For example, we had to cut her tail, and if you see on my shirt, it says I worked my tail off to get to GRS. Well, that's our joke, because we have to keep her tail cropped short because the muscles back there don't work very well, and so she can't move her tail out of the way when she goes to the bathroom, so it gets yucky. But since she's been here, that's actually improved. So it's really cool. So I don't know, there's a lot of neat things about Gracie, and she has a neat personality, and she's begging me like crazy because there is one cookie in my pocket. So I suppose it's funny, they all learn that it's the front right pocket that has the cookies, so that's where you get mugged. But you have to hold the cookie the right way so that she can grab that cookie on the left side of her mouth, the correct side of her mouth. But she's a really sweet girl. So she has to have a fly mask because her nose burns in summer and it protects her eyes. And you can see she's got a couple silver spray spots. She is not shy about putting her pasture mates in their place, and so then they give her a shove back, but just little bumps. I don't know, she's a real sweetheart, and we're just so glad that she could come here and we can help her have her best life. She's 23, and she probably has another good 10 years here with us, we hope. So anyway, donate, and she does not have a sponsor today. So if you wanted to sponsor her and come out and meet Gracie, we'd be thrilled.
So on Gracie, she has a thing with her up high in her hip where she's dragging her toe and wearing her foot off straight. And the foot is supposed to be round and pointed, the hind feet are. And this is more just literally from dragging it. So with her, one of the main reasons, or what to do for that, is to add a horseshoe to it. So we keep her shod all the way around, and with a steel horseshoe out in front, it wears the horseshoe down and not the hoof. Eventually, if she did not have the horseshoe on, she would actually wear her hoof all the way into the sensitive lamina and get a major hoof infection and possibly end up in a catastrophic situation.
Why, baby, why? Why, baby, why? Do you ever just stop and wonder